Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to do the first spray of 2021. As you can see, or maybe you can't, the active ingredient in this is Mancozeb, and I used to spray this using this right here, Mancozeb from Bonide. In the end, this is about half the price of using these, but most homeowners will probably want to use this. You can get, I believe, an 8 ounce. This is 16 ounces. I think I went through like 4 of these last year, and this is what's left. There's probably yay left. So your average homeowner, I believe this will last like 3 to 5 years in storage. But if you only have a few vines, I would get a little 8 ounce because you only use like a couple tablespoons. This, for the homeowner, you would use Spectracide Immunox, which is Myclobutanil, and you just follow the directions. This right here is just straight Myclobutanil, and it's packaged for vineyards. So the first spray gets the systemic and the preventative, and the next spray just gets the preventative, and then it goes back and forth 3 times is what I do. First, third, and fifth spray are both of them, and after that you switch to Captain as it gets closer to harvest time. So let's get this stuff mixed up. What you want to do is fill your tank. I'm going to be using this. Alright, with your backpack sprayer or any sprayer, you want to fill it 1/3 to 1/2 full, then add your ingredients, put the cap on, get it shook up really well, and as somebody commented, they use one of them stir things that you put on a drill. I just shake it, but that would come in handy as well. Get it really nice and mixed up, and this stuff needs pretty much, where is that? Ah, there it is. This stuff needs a good deal of shaking while you're in the vineyard. I just like do a little dance to get this stuff shooken up. It would be nice to have a backpack sprayer with an agitator in it, but I don't have the funds for that, so I do my little dance. This powdered stuff like this tends to drop out of suspension. I've never mixed Mancozeb as a powder before. Generally, I use this, and this is like, let me get this open. There we go. This, you're not going to be able to see that. I would call the consistency of this, it's like runny peanut butter. So this is very thick, and I believe that this is just pre-mixed this, but can't say for sure. Alright, this bag is vacuum packed. I'm going to have to get this open without spilling this all over. You can see it's way up to here. So I'm going to have to let a little air in and fluff this bag out, get this open. And I believe I need 1/3 cup of this and just 1 tablespoon of this. Okay, and there we have it, all shook up. Now I'm going to fill it up to the fill line, to the 4-gallon mark. Put the cover on, shake it again, and like I said, I'll shake it right before I spray, and I'll do a little dance in the vineyard as well. And this spray, because the shoots are so small, I'm hoping it only takes 2 tanks of this, and that'll go really quick. I have water down there, but I'll probably come back up here to mix. We'll see. So let me get this filled up and shook again, and then we'll head down to the vineyard. Okay, we got her all mixed up and ready to go. I just took this stuff off of there. I'm going to come back up here to mix the next one. Hopefully it's only 2. I know later in the year it can get to 4 or 5 of these to do the vineyard once the vines are completely grown out. But I thought I would show you this really quick. This is today. We got 65 degrees and mostly sunny, and it says 0 miles an hour wind, but that's not true. We have a sunny day tomorrow, and well, looks like mostly cloudy, but half sun right there. So we got these 3 days that are going to be fairly nice. And then the rest of the forecast is either rain or a cloudy day. And those are perfect conditions for the formation of fungus, especially once you get up into these 70-degree days. I mean, there's 5 of them in a row and raining. So having that systemic fungicide inside the plant and this Pro Stick Mancozeb on the plant, that should easily get it through this weather here. Hopefully there's another sunny day about 10 days out and I can get the second spray in then, but we'll see. Okay, the first spray in the vineyard is scheduled for shoots 1 to 3 inches. That is 3. That is 1. That's 1. That's about 3. So we have a scattering of 1 and 3. It's a perfect time to spray. And this is about as good as we're going to get with wind as well. There's just a tiny little breeze. You generally don't want to spray when it's dead calm. So this should be perfect. All right, what we're going to do, I'm going to get that thing strapped onto me. But for this spray, I'm going to walk really fast and I'm going to keep pumping the entire time. And what that'll do is keep the tank highly pressurized, which will highly atomize the spray, making a really nice fine spray. I want to come past and get a really nice fine spray on all this, and I'll walk down one side and up the other. That way I'll be getting the bottoms and inside and everything. And I want to get the cordons as well. The spores from last year will be hiding in these cordons, and the first rain will drip them down onto flowers, and you don't want that. Hopefully the oil has killed or contained all that stuff, but the first spray is incredibly important. So let's get her done. The spray is a lot less as you get towards the bottom of the tank. So you have to constantly pump, and you have to get real close if you want to hit things, because it doesn't have much pressure and it doesn't atomize all that well. And I've found that that's the same with all of the backpack sprayers that I've tried. See, you're getting just a squirt instead of a spray, but it'll still work. You could still finish the tank. It's just slow and tedious. Again, I would really like to have better spray equipment, but that's kind of a work in progress. I have the little vehicle. It's a little garden tractor, but it's a very nice one, an old sturdy one. And I have a pull behind spray tank, and I would need to do a few modifications to it. So as soon as my tractor is out of the shed, that's my next project in there. Right near the end of this tank. And surprisingly enough, I am almost done with the third row. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but it's possible. Nope. All right. And what I do is mark my location. I'm gonna finish spraying this vine and then go mix up another batch. The Captain fungicide that I'll be using later in the season is a wettable powder. It's like a super fine flour. This is dispersible granules, and I like this format a lot better. The size is, I don't know, maybe like a real fine sand, and then when you put it in, well, you're gonna see stuff floating on top because I haven't shaken it yet, but it starts dissolving right away, and the Captain's a little harder to get to dissolve. All right, good. Let's get this shaken up. I'm trying something new here. What I did was filled it up to about a gallon and then put my ingredients in, and then I filled it roughly to 2 gallons, and I'm gonna shake it again. Then I'm gonna fill it all the way up and shake it one last time. I was just thinking about something with the Mancozeb. Mancozeb is made from manganese and zinc. I believe pretty much all metals are toxic to fungus. The organic solution for vineyards is copper, and copper is what they use for treated wood. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna get this shook up, and then one more fill and one more shake, and we'll head down there and find my keys. Beautiful. Now, with all that added mixing action, this should be mixed up really well. Pro tip with these backpack sprayers: if you bend over like a hinge, they will leak out of the top and it will go on your head. Don't do that. Okay, we're ready to resume. That's how you want it to spray. It's too bad you can't get that through the entire tank. You can move a lot quicker when it's like this. Okay, that's going to wrap up the first spray in the vineyard this year. This was the 1 to 3 inch. I can't remember for the life of me what the next one is. I believe it's like 6 inches or something like that. I'll put a little note on the screen, let you know when the next one is. But in reality, it's based on the weather. We have all that rain and cloudy days. So as it approaches like 10 to 14 days, whenever the perfect day is, that's when I got to get out here and spray. If you watch the movie Bordeaux, in France, they have a saying called spraying between the raindrops, where they actually go out in the middle of the day where it rained in the morning and it's going to rain again later in the evening, and they get their sprays in then. I would say the first and second sprays are probably the most important sprays of the year, maybe even the first 3. If you can get through that, it's not real likely you're going to have any major fungus in your vineyard that year, and hopefully you'll be able to control it if you do. If I spot like a leaf with some powdery mildew or something on it, I always just pluck it out and that gets burned before it can spread to the rest of the vines. So due diligence is your friend as well. Yeah, everything is looking fantastic. The next spray is going to be a bit harder than this one because there'll be a lot more green in here, and they get progressively harder as the year wears on. But so far, everything is looking really nice. Okay, well, that's going to have to wrap it up. The vineyard used exactly 2 tanks. There was a few dribbles left, and I just found some vines kind of like this one with real shaggy bark and dribbled it on those. So the tank is now empty. Okay, so I'm gonna go get washed up, and I got a ton of other work to do. We got this 3 days of nice weather, and just everything has to get done right now. The next spray, like I said, I'll put that on the screen when that is, but again, it'll be based on the weather. But if you want to see it, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.